What's up, everybody? So, if you ask whether it's your family, your friends, your mom, your dad, your parents, siblings, whatever, you ask them this question. 9 out of 10 of the people that you ask are going to give you the same answer. For example, let's say you ask somebody, if you had one wish, what will it be? 9 out of 10 of them would say, I wish I had a Lamborghini. I wish I had a Ferrari. I wish I had a Bugatti. Yeah, I wish I had a mansion. Now, me personally, I don't care for those things. I don't. They're nice, but do I really care for those things? No. If I had one wish, this is what I would wish for. I would wish for peace on earth. Everyone is treated with respect. Doesn't matter what race you are, we should all be treated evenly. Nobody should be better than somebody financially, No one should be richer, poorer. We should all be treated equally. Everyone that has a disease, terminally ill, or mental disorder, whatever the scenario is, I would wish that wasn't the case, This is what I look forward to. These were things that I would do if I had the opportunity. But, people just care for themselves. They'll pull that aside because they're greedy. They're just thinking for themselves. Oh, I want this car. I want this mansion. So, yeah, one wish, they'll blow it away on themselves. Instead of caring for humanity, shit like that, it just goes to show you we only care for ourselves. We're selfish. We're greedy, We have no respect towards one another. Hooray for me, the hell with you, is our attitude, basically, the majority of us people. I'm not saying everybody's this way, but the majority of people, honestly, are this way. I think this happened actually, about 2 weeks ago. I don't know the whole story. I just seen a clip on the news. I was just looking at the news for a brief second. Someone in the subway, a lady in the subway, some guy just randomly grabs the woman's hair, yanking it. And nobody's doing anything. Nobody's doing anything to stop the person or anything. They're just looking like, like nobody's doing anything. There's a whole bunch of people on the train and this one dude. No, you can't gather up as a team and friggin' push his ass, beat the crap out of him or something. Yanking this girl's hair, yanking it. Now, I don't know too much on, what happened, but I just seen it for a brief second before I walked out the door. And I'm saying to myself, there's all these people on the train and nobody's doing anything about it. They're just watching her get her hair pulled. So it just goes to show you, we're in our own shoes. We only care for ourselves. Doesn't matter what situation that person's in. We don't want no trouble. I understand the part where we don't want no trouble, but they're going to just watch someone get hurt. It's like it comes to a point, someone's about to get killed. We just, not my problem. Not my life, whatever. Can't whistle well, but, like basically that attitude. Every action we do, we're doing it because we're thinking of ourselves. We don't care if it hurts this person, for example. As long as I'm getting good benefit out of it, that's all that matters. That's our attitude. That's the majority of human beings, that's their attitude, We don't share. We don't care. We don't. We just care for ourselves. Half the time, we don't even care for our family either. It literally comes to the point, if someone's hanging from a cliff, begging for help, or a random dollar bill went flying in the wind, we would be more interested in that dollar bill. Oh, I want to catch it. I want to catch it. What about the person? Fuck the person. Yeah, I got the dollar. Ah! Literally. We only care for ourselves, our own need. We don't care for other people. We don't care for each other whatsoever. That's the biggest problem humanity has. We don't care for one another. We don't treat each other respectfully. We treat each other literally like that garbage can right there. That's literally what we look at each other as. Hooray with me. The trashy bin for you, you know. That's basically our attitude, man. And it's sickening. It's sickening because we all have emotions, like I always say. We do. We always have we all have emotions. We all have feelings. But it's like we don't care for other feelings. We only care for ourselves. That's why we're self-centered. We don't give a fuck about each other. We're all just in this mess caring for ourselves. I gotta worry how I'm gonna survive. The hell with you. You know, that's our attitude. We're trying to pretend we care, but deep down we don't give two flying fucks. As long as we're going home at the end of the day with a paycheck, we could give two shits what that person's doing. That's our attitude. I mean, what I seen in that train on the subway on the news for that brief second before I left the house summed it up, you know, of how much humanity gives no fucks about each other. I could maybe understand if, let's say, there was one person on the train. And, you know, maybe I'll be a little scared, but there's a whole bunch of people. You can't all just team up and tackle his ass, save her, punch him in the face, something, whatever you got to do to try to help the poor woman out, and say you're just going to watch her get... I mean, I don't think the guy had a gun, but that's besides the case. I didn't see him with a gun, but your whole army of people. Go football status on him, man. You know? But all kidding aside, it's like we'll just watch someone suffer. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore to this. Like, is humanity really this cruel and just plain old stupid? I ask myself this every day. Every day I open my eyes. Another perfect example. Hit and run. The guy hits a person, let's say, right? He drives away because he's caring for himself. He knows the consequences. Let's say he's drunk, whatever the scenario is. He knows he's going to get busted. He doesn't care about what he did to the person. He just cares about now what he did to the person, what effect it's going to affect on him now. That's what he cares about. Himself. You killed somebody. You don't feel sorry that you killed the person. You just feel sorry now that your life is over. You're going to prison. You know? That's just another example of it all comes back to show you we only care for ourselves. Now, there are people out there that do care. I'm not saying there's nobody out there that has a heart, but the majority of people, I am saying, truly don't have a heart. They don't. They just walk right by. They don't have no heart in them. I don't even know how they're alive. Zombies. It's like once there was this drunk woman, I think, that killed 2 kids. Then she's crying. She ain't crying because she killed 2 kids. She doesn't feel sorry. I mean, you know, she's crying because she knows her life is over with. Because of what she did, now she's going to suffer the consequences. She's going to be in prison for life or however many years, you know, and that's basically why she's crying. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry I killed your daughter. The drunk guy. I didn't mean to. You ain't sorry. You ain't sorry. You're just sorry that your life is over. And you're just begging for mercy. You're begging for forgiveness. You're begging to be put off the hook. But that's not going to be the case for that person. So that's what the person's really sorry for. He or she could probably give 2 shits who he killed. But now that's going to be an influence on him or her. And that's why the person you would think cares when really don't. They care for themselves. They know their life's over with. That's what they're caring for. That's what they're grieving over. So that's basically the example of, you know, how we only care for ourselves, you know? Hooray for me. The hell with you, you know? You know, my air conditioner, for example, blows cold air. Yours don't. I don't give 2 shits. As long as mine's blowing cold air, that's all that matters. That attitude, for an example, you know? In the wintertime, I'm warm. I have a roof over my head. I could give 2 shits about the homeless people. I'm not them. So I don't have to give 2 shits. That's basically our attitude. So that's where it goes all back from when I said, if we had one wish, what will it be? And the majority of people, and people that are watching this video, ask whoever you live with, if you live with your parents, or if you live with a brother, sister, or if you're married, you live with your wife, or wife, vice versa, husband, whoever. Ask he, him, or her, if you had one wish, what will it be? And mark my words, 9 out of 10 of the people are going to say something that benefits them. Like, oh, I wish I had a Ferrari. I wish I had a Bugatti. You know, basically only wishing for his needs or her needs. So whatever sex, gen, you know, but that's basically what that person's answer is going to be when you ask that question, you know. So then that just goes to show you right there, everything I said in this video comes to play, comes to be true. We only care for ourselves. We're only thinking in that very moment. We're only focusing and thinking on our benefit, our pleasure. So me personally, if I had the opportunity to make people's lives better, I swear I would do it. Someone has cancer and I can release that horrible disease, I would. I would. Why wouldn't I? Why would I just be like, ha, 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 you know? So these are the things people, like, I don't know, they slack the sea, they put that in the fog at the very moment because, you know, it's all about them at that very moment, so they forget the real other harsh out there, you know? But what I'm truly about to say is, we're all human beings, guys. We're all human beings. Doesn't matter what color we are, what nationality we are, we all have a brain, sort of, you know, you know, but, you know, that gets serious-wise. We all have emotions, we all have feelings, we all have perspectives, you know, and we should all be treated and not judged whatsoever, you know? But that's the problem. We treat each other like shit. That's the biggest problem, and I always keep saying to the day I die, that's the biggest problem of humanity. We don't respect each other. We treat each other like complete dirt. Dirt. We'll literally treat dirt probably better than ourselves, than each other, you know? I mean, making these videos, I know ain't going to change anything out there. It's still going to be the way it is, but I just truly like expressing how I feel and what I feel should be done that sadly won't ever be done, you know? But it's fucked up, man. You know, we only care for ourselves. It's how it's always been. It's how it's always gonna be. We only care for each other. Yeah, that's how we should care for each other. Sadly, that's not the case. What I meant to say was we only care for ourselves. And hey, at some extent, I can understand you come first before somebody else, but we just treat each other like shit. That's the thing. You go to school, for example, you bully someone. What do you get out of that? Making someone else's life pain. If your life is pain, you got to make someone else's life pain. That's just to show you you're only thinking of yourself. You see, you're not happy, so you want to bring another poor soul into your shoes so you don't feel alone. That's another example of only caring for yourself. You're miserable, let's say. I don't want to see other people happy. I want to make them on my level. You know, that's just an example, man. That's how shit just starts, and this is how, you know, just, I don't know, but if I truly had a wish, though, those would be my wishes. I don't care about having a nice car. I just want something that could get me to where I gotta go. I don't care about living in a mansion. I just care about living somewhere where I'm protected from the harsh elements outside. I'm not greedy. I don't like to show off. And even if I, let's say, was a multi-millionaire, billionaire, let's just say, I still wouldn't do it. That's not who I am. I just, you know, I don't get no joy out of that. It's stupid. It's fucking retarded in my opinion. But, you know, what I would do, I would help people. You know, if there was a wish, if I was God, you know, since, you know, this is what I do, question God. If there is a God, why do you let these poor people suffer from cancer and all these things, you know? I mean, hey, you're smoking, like I said, or you're doing drugs, whatever the scenario is, then I wouldn't blame God. I'm blaming you because you did it all upon yourself. You harmed your body. But for poor people that get this illness and all they did was take care of themselves, let's say, that I have big fucking questions. Big questions. But, yeah, anyway, guys, I think I've met the end of the video. And, you know, try to care for each other, man. Stop being so selfish. Stop being so self-centered, only caring for yourself. Help somebody, man. I mean, you see someone out there struggling, give them a hand, you know? I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore, but it's just, I wish there was a big, big change in the way we live. And it's sad because it's never going to happen. I'm just wasting my time even mentioning it. But still, I'm mentioning it because even though it's not going to happen, I just want the truth to be out there, to know how we should really, really be treating each other, even though sadly it's not going to happen, but, you know. Yeah, anyway, oh, the Ferraris, man, yeah. Oh, one more wish, should I help the people with cancer? Nah, I'm gonna be a selfish son of a bitch. I wish I had a mansion with cool LEDs flashing. Yeah, that's how we are. That's how we think of each other. Well, yeah. But anyway, guys. Love you all. And, peace out.